Small game hunting entails a different set of challenges compared to hunting larger prey. For starters, your quarry is obviously very small, but more importantly, the vital zones of these animals are even smaller. The margins of success for securing a clean kill, a nice pelt, and plenty of meat versus a botched job are tiny, just fractions of an inch. Accordingly, your chosen rifle must be capable of tremendous accuracy to ensure success if you do your part. To help you attain that success, I'm bringing you a list of the 5 most accurate 22 LR hunting rifles you can get. No matter your budget, your game, and your environment, I promise there will be a rifle on this list that will work for you. We'll get straight to it right now. Number 5. Ruger 10/22 Competition. There's nothing that Ruger's 10/22 can't do, and that includes conquering your favorite hunting grounds. I think every shooter by now knows that the 10/22 represents the perfect intersection of good characteristics that a rimfire semi-auto should have. They are handy, reliable, affordable, and accurate enough. Accurate enough, that's a point of contention for some folks. Depending on who you ask, the 10/22 is only moderately accurate mechanically, or it is mechanically accurate but submarined by a chunky, clunky out-of-the-box trigger. In my experience, it's more of a case of the latter than the former. Some folks will turn to the aftermarket to solve this problem, but a better bet for hunters, says I, is to pick up a complete out-of-the-box solution in the form of the 10/22 Competition. This optimized and accurized 10/22 is still handy at just 6 pounds unloaded without accessories, but it has undergone many processes that dramatically improve accuracy. An enhanced semi-auto optimized chamber improves accuracy by minimizing deformation of projectiles as they are fed into the chamber. A factory-installed BX trigger furnishes a crisp, clean, and repeatable 2.5 to 3 pound trigger pull. The receiver is dual-bedded to the stock for maximum repeatability, and the CNC machined match-grade bolt has been carefully fitted to the action, further improving consistency. The 16-inch cold hammer-forged fluted barrel has a radial muzzle brake that can be removed to accept a different device or a silencer at your preference. Other great improvements are a painted and textured laminated stock, complete with an adjustable cheek piece and a receiver top 30 MOA Picatinny rail, which makes mounting optics for long shots a breeze. With top quality ammo, this rifle is a 1 MOA gun all the way out to 100 yards and a little bit beyond. It might be advertised as a competition model based on the name, but don't be fooled. The 10/22 Competition rifle is a rimfire hunting machine if there ever was one. Number 4. CZ457 Jaguar. The latest iteration of the classic and greatly beloved CZ452 family of rifles, the bolt-action CZ457 Jaguar is a long-barreled hunting gun par excellence, one that iron sight diehards are sure to love. With a whopping 28-inch cold hammer-forged barrel, this is a lot of rod to carry through the woods, but it balances wonderfully and isn't a burden. Despite the long pipe and gorgeous beechwood stock, weight is just under 6.5 pounds unloaded. The micro-adjustable aperture rear sight can be set for ranges all the way out to 200 meters, while a hooded front sight provides a fine sight picture that is protected from damage. An 11mm dovetail rib is a classic option for mounting a rimfire scope. New on the 457 series of rifles is a 60-degree bolt throw that allows for the mounting of trigger optics without interference. A push-to-fire safety at last, a user-adjustable trigger that can be set for weight and over travel, and the use of detachable polymer magazines taken directly from the 455. This is an elegant rifle, one that looks like it belongs in another time. Despite the classic aesthetics though, it is a pinpoint shooter capable of producing half MOA groups at 50 yards and well beyond. If you're a sharp shot on irons or just want a bolt action with some European panache, be sure to check out CZ's 457 Jaguar. There are 3 more hyper-accurate hunting 22s to check out on our list. Before we move to the next one, do me a big favor and hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Those 2 clicks will help us out a ton, and by subscribing, you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content. Thanks a bunch. Now let's check out the next rifle. Number 3. Proof Research Latitude. A maker of rifles that is synonymous with innovation and pushing the envelope of materials technology, for rimfire aficionados it doesn't get much better than the Proof Research Latitude. Built off a Zermatt Arms Rim X bolt-action receiver with an 18-inch carbon fiber barrel and married to a carbon fiber stock with adjustable length of pull and cheek piece, the use of advanced components is readily apparent throughout the construction of the gun. Feeding from proprietary Rim X magazines, this is one of the few bolt-action rimfires to feature true controlled round feed. cartridges are pushed directly into the chamber without scraping and banging along a feed ramp or dinging into the edges of the breech face. This radically reduces deformation, shaving, and other damage that can compromise accuracy. It's also a super smooth and pleasant action in operation. This rifle isn't as light as it looks, tipping the scales at 8 pounds sans scope, but it's still pretty comfortable to carry all day and is perfectly at home in a blind or on a bag or bench. A TriggerTech special trigger breaks like a glass filament, providing extraordinarily good repeatability and control over each and every shot. Accuracy is outstanding, with the Latitude being guaranteed to shoot sub-MOA at 50 yards with high-quality ammo. I can attest to that level of performance, as Ely High Velocity yielded consistent groups that I could cover with a nickel at 100 yards. This is a sublime level of performance for any rifle, not just a rimfire rifle, but one that has a high cost of admission. You'll have to shell out about $4,100 for the gun alone. But if you've got the coin, Proof Research's Latitude will guarantee that you can't blame your next miss on the gun. Number 2. Savage B-Series FV SR. For stock rifles that the average shooter can afford, it's rare that you'll find any more accurate than those made by Savage. The Model 110 is truly legendary among riflemen, and with cause. But their rimfire B-Series guns have also inherited the accuracy genes of their centerfire siblings. One of the best options going for hunters is the FV SR. This bolt-action 22 feeds from a 10-round rotary magazine and features a silencer-ready, button-rifled carbon steel heavy barrel that's just a hair over 16.25 inches long. Still equipped with Savage's excellent Accu trigger right from the factory, the break can be set anywhere from a modest 6 pounds to a featherlight 2.5 pounds. Weighing just 5.6 pounds unloaded and minus scope, the overall length of 34.75 inches makes it an easy-to-carry rifle and one that comes to the shoulder effortlessly. It's a cinch to carry in the field all day, and it's just as much at home in a fixed position. The synthetic stock has an ample, raised comb that will help you get behind whatever scope you mount to the Picatinny rail. If you have your own mounting solution in mind or just need a special one for your chosen optic, the rail is removable. I've got limited time on the Savage B-Series rifles, but all of the enhanced ones I've worked with have been impressive in the accuracy department. The FV-SR, for instance, manages 1 MOA or just a little more with high-quality ammo. Number 1. Masterpiece Arms Matrix Pro. If cost is no object and ultra performance is the only thing you'll accept, look no further than a Masterpiece Arms Matrix Pro. This radical and eye-catching bolt-action chassis gun is built for PRS and NRL type competition, and accordingly, it is a hefty chunker. Unloaded and unadorned weight is a comparatively behemoth 13 pounds 8 ounces. This is not not a 22 you want to lug out into the field for a leisurely day of squirrel hunting. But if you want to set up shop and eradicate pests or depopulate rodents, I can think of no rifle that's finer. The core of the gun is a Voodoo 360 3-lug action that is sunk into MPA's own Matrix Pro 2 competition chassis. Feeding from 10-round detachable box magazines, capacity is ample, and you'll go through them with a quickness after you run the bolt once. The action is so smooth, so inhumanly well fitted, that you feel no resistance throughout the entire travel. It's that good. Each one of these masterpieces is hand-built to order, and you've got lots of options when it comes to the length of the 416R stainless steel hand-lapped barrel, anywhere from 20 inches all the way up to 26 inches. Twist rate is also optional, as is a host of other options like the chassis color, grip style, and a lot more. The only word that can properly describe the Matrix Pro is meticulous. No detail is too small, no expense is spared. Accordingly, accuracy is extreme. High-quality ammunition produces groups no greater than 3/4 MOA at 100 yards, assuming you've got the ability. If you've got the ability and the cash to afford a 3500 rimfire rig, the Matrix Pro Rimfire from Masterpiece Arms is a singularly high-quality rifle. And with that high note, we've come to the end of our list. Going after small game with a 22 demands extreme accuracy, and all the rifles we looked at today can deliver it in spades. I want to know what you think about the Masterpiece Arms Matrix Pro that claimed the #1 spot on our list. Could you justify paying that much for a 22, or is it just too spendy regardless of its amazing performance? Let's talk about it down in the comments, and before you run, do make sure to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our great upcoming content here on Guns You Can't Live Without. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.